Welcome back to the Mouse Gun Guy. Today we're going to take a look at another sleek little Italian-made gun. This is the Rigarmi 6.35, made after World War II until about sometime after World War II, between 1945 and 1950, and until about 1968 or 1970. The 1968 Gun Control Act kept these from being imported into the U.S., and so that put them out of business. This one, of course, says right here, made in Italy. The Hydro, some of these have that marking, and I'm not sure what that is. I've seen some people call this model a Hydro, but it's not. This is very similar to the Galesi. They were made at the same time. The owners of the companies were related, and they were both made in the Brescia region. This one says, you know, the Philly Galesi, Brescia. Brescia is just the region where they were. This one's Rhino Galesi Rigarmi Brescia. So some confusion there. Just to compare them, you can see that the general outline is very similar. On this one, on the Galesi, the serial number is here on the front of the grip. This is 447839. On the Rigarmi, it's right here on the frame. You have a little more space here. On the Rigarmi, this is 30398. Also, the safety is moved from the back of the frame to just behind the trigger. The takedown is interesting. Instead of rotating the safety around through this notch here, this just has a button that you push to pop out the key in the back. You can see it's looks like the very same key, but this one you have to push in on it to push the button in all the way, and then the key pops out, and then the slide can come off. Oh, and there's the back of the firing pin spring. This little plug pops out of there. It sits in this little recessed area here, so it pops out a lot. You have to be careful you don't lose it. Barrel fixed to the frame. Again, you can see the firing pin there in the top of the frame. It's striker fired, and I was not find any information that says definitively how many rounds a magazine holds. I thought it might be 7. Since it's a little bit longer than the FN magazine. This is the FN 1906 with a 6-round magazine, and this one is longer. I thought it would hold 7 rounds, but I crammed 7 rounds in there, but I don't think it should have 7 rounds. I think it's probably just a 6-round magazine too, even though it is a little bit longer. So just push the key back in, and it's ready to roll. I think this one may even be a little nicer than the Rigarmi. The Galesi. The Rigarmi is very nice. You can still see tool marks in there, but not as many as the Galesi. And I like the shape of the grip. The grip shape's a little bit different. They both have the nice medallion in the grip, which I always think looks good. They both have almost the same serrations in the slide there for grip. And instead of having an Italian date code, this one just has 1958 stamped on it. Oh, there's the pin that goes on the back of the firing pin. It fell out before I got it back together. Well, I'll get that back in there off camera. So there you have it. That is a Rigarmi 6.35 millimeter pistol, and a very nice little rounded pistol. All the edges are rounded and curved, so there's nothing to get caught. If it's in your pocket or in a purse, it's unlikely to get caught on anything. I've even known policemen say that they had carried these as pocket pistols, backup pistols, when they were on duty. This one's obviously made to export. It even has 25 caliber after the 6.35. So anytime you see that on a European-made gun, it's made for export. This one does have a little chip out of the grip here, which is unfortunate because it's a very nice gun otherwise. Good finish, and made in 1958. That's an old gun. So there you have it. That's it again, the Rigarmi 6.35 millimeter pistol made in Italy.